the questions. I think that concludes this panel. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Lastly, we have Delegate Wu with House Bill 53. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair. Good afternoon, Chair Wilson, Vice Chair Crosby, and members of Economic Matters Committee. For the record, I'm Delegate Cha Wu, District 9A. I'm here today to propose a bill that will create a task force to study e-commerce monopoly in Maryland. What's the e-commerce monopoly? I mean, large e-commerce platform, usually with revenue exceeding $10 billion annually. They serve as the e-commerce platform for the third-party sellers. That means the people selling products on their website or platform. That used to be the case. However, e-commerce platform used to be a neutral platform for people to sell products. It's changing. Now situation is changing rapidly. Some large e-commerce platforms manufacture their own products to compete directly with third-party sellers. Majority of those products closely resemble or aligned with products sold by third-party sellers. Because of the advantage of platform, they have all the data on sellers and buyers, and the e-commerce platform's own products have a huge advantage in terms of pricing, attract customers, etc. This unfair advantage, fueled by immersed data on buyers and sellers, threatens competition and creates an even larger monopoly. We don't want to see eventually there's just one e-commerce platform or just one seller. A recent example is that Amazon, which was sued by Federal Trade Commission for using data of sellers to create products that are very similar to successful sellers in order to take their profits. This is harmful for smaller business, not only because they rely on e-commerce platform and thus are required to provide data, but also because they are being out-competed by the platforms themselves. My bill will create a task force to investigate the instance of e-commerce platform misusing the data of their sellers in order to expand market power and create an even larger monopoly. The task force will include stakeholders from various fields, including 6 members of the General Assembly, the State Attorney General, a member of the Antitrust Division, and a representative from commerce and many other small businesses. The task force will create a detailed report to guide us what and how we should do to protect small businesses for fair competition, data rights, intellectual property, and privacy, and at the same time, not to hinder ingenious innovation by e-commerce platforms. At the time when AI and data are changing every aspect of our life, right now in the near future, it is critical that we keep a close eye on these technologies, applications, and businesses. This is creating an urgency for us, either pay attention now or too late to be mitigated. In the fiscal note, it seems the Antitrust Division of the Office of Attorney General does not have the capacity to keep an eye on this important issue. The task force may help them to understand what are the necessary resources they are in need of and what direction they maybe should focus on. I believe that no business in the e-commerce platform should be cheated or treated unfairly by those large e-commerce platforms because they want to sell their products, especially when Maryland is in favor of small businesses. Thank you. I'm looking for a favorable report.
Thank you, Delegate. And I'm not seeing, obviously, there's some written opposition. Could you explain, I'm sure you've received some of this, what the industry pushback is? This sounds like it's just a study. You understand? What's the opposition we're dealing with here?
Because there's not much study on this issue. So we look around with the national legislator or with the State Department. We don't have any really study or analysis on this before. So we don't know what if this will come out. So people are afraid of this report, right? We don't know. So basically, I don't find any information on this issue, especially locally. Nationally, there are because a lot of business against this think about Amazon has been sued by FTC. So there's a huge concern there.
Okay, I appreciate it. Looking around the room, I don't see any questions. Horrible. Yeah, horribly. All right, go ahead, Pip, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Delegate. So it's 10 billion is the number, right? It's a lot of zeros. Is that any business that has an annual revenue exceeding 10 billion that has a president of the state engaged in selling e-commerce? Is that right?
There are not so many. You're right.
Okay. Can you identify at least a few of these businesses that meet that category in Maryland? So we have a reference.
Amazon.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay. Facebook.
And Facebook is general. We don't consider e-commerce platform. It's more social media platform.
Okay.
But they're doing business like that as well.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Seeing no other questions, I do believe that concludes your panel. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Colleagues, I believe that that concludes our hearings for today. Please do not get used to the brevity of these hearings, but don't stretch them out if they're, going to be brief anyway. You know who I'm talking to over there, Delegate. But and don't forget we have an event this evening. Looking forward for as many folks to show up as you can. 2 events. Okay, well, good luck with that. So I'll see people tonight. Is there 2? One got canceled or rescheduled. They didn't want us. Apparently somebody did not want us to eat with them tonight, so it was canceled.